Okay, Chandler, 7 times 1.
7.
7 times 2.
14.
7 times 3.
21.
7 times 4.
28.
7 times 5.
35.
7 times 6.
Oh,
What was it?
42.
7 times 7.
49.
7 times 8.
56.
7 times 9.
63.
7 times 10.
70.
Nice. 7 times 11.
77.
77. 7 times 12.
84.
7 times 13.
91.
Good. 7 times 14.
98.
And 7 times 15.
105.
Times 1.
8.
8 times 2.
16.
8 times 3.
24.
8 times 4.
32.
Good. 8 times 5.
40.
8 times 6.
48.
8 times 7.
56.
8 times 8.
64.
8 times 9.
72.
8 times 10.
80.
8 times 11.
88.
Nice. 8 times 12.
96.
8 times 13.
104.
8 times 14.
112.
8 times 15.
120.
Bomba spot. Bomba spot a spont. Bomba spot. Bomba spot a spont. First conjugation imperfect tense. Bomba spot. Bomba spot a spont. Bomba spot. Bomba spot a spont. First conjugation imperfect tense. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Nominative pronouns, here's what I say. I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. Nominative pronouns, here's what I say. English King John signed the Magna Carta in 1215, limiting the king's power. Later, England's king, Edward III, claimed to be King of France and began the 100 Years' War in 1337. English King John signed the Magna Carta in 1215, limiting the king's power. Later, England's king, Edward III, claimed to be King of France and began the 100 Years' War in 1337.
This is Cece, Cycle 2, Week 4 History. Tell me about the Magna Carta. So this is a long one, bear with me. It starts off with English King. We're going to put our crown on King John ASLJ. So pinky comes up and we make a J. Sign, like we're signing our hand, the Magna Carta. So Magna Carta means Great Charter. So we're going to hold up our hands for great, and then our left hand comes out, palm up facing you, and then the C goes right in front of it. And then it slides down, Charter. Great Charter, Magna Carta, okay? In 1215, limiting, we're going to put our hands out, just limiting the king's, here's our crown again, power. Later, there's your thumb going back. Later, England, we're drinking tea, England's king, put our crown on again, Edward, ASL E sign. The third, ASL 3 sign, claimed to be king, we put our crown on again. Of France, we make an F with our hands and then we flip our hand around for France. And began, same sign as start, began the 100 Years' War. So we're going to show for 100 Years' War, 1, and then a C for century, 100 years, and then shake our hands, war, in 1337. So now we're going to start all the way from the beginning. Here we go. Tell me about the Magna Carta. English King John signed the Magna Carta in 1215, limiting the king's power. Later, England's King Edward III claimed to be King of France and began the 100 Years' War in 1337. Good luck.
Oh, I wish I could be the king's kitty cat. I would get so many treats. What are some parts of the food chain? Some parts of the food chain are producer, consumer, decomposer. Producer, consumer, decomposer. What are some parts of the food chain? Some parts of the food chain are producer, consumer, decomposer. Producer, consumer, decomposer.
This week, we will be learning about European rivers. The first is the Seine River, which is here in France. Next up is the Rhine River here in Germany, also goes through the Netherlands and France. Then the Elbe River, which is northern Germany and into
Czechia.
And then you've got the Po River, which is down here in Italy. And then the Danube River, which goes through Hungary, Romania. And then the Volga River, which is here in Russia. Now I ask and you point, where is the Volga River? Where is the Danube River? Where's the Po River? Where's the Elbe River? Where's the Rhine River? And where is the Seine River? And now I point and you tell me.
Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Timeline. Start at the beginning of the ages. Age of ancient empires. Creation to circa 450 AD. Creation and the fall. The flood and the Tower of Babel. Mesopotamia and Sumer Egyptians. 3000 BC, 3000 BC, Indus River Valley Civilization, Minoans and Mycenaeans, 7 wonders of the ancient world, patriarchs of Israel, 2000 BC, 2000 BC, Hittites and Canaanites, Cush Assyrians, Babylonians, China, Shang Dynasty, Hinduism in India, Phoenicians and the alphabet, Olmecs of Mesoamerica, Israelite exodus and desert wandering, Israelite conquest and judges, Greek dark ages, Israel's united kingdom. Woohoo! Hope you got it. Keep trying. 1000 BC, 1000 BC. Early Native Americans. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms. Homer and Hesiod were founded by Romulus and Remus. Israel falls to Assyria. Assyria falls to Babylon. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha.
Hi friends, so we're going to learn the timeline for week 4. And we're going to start with early Native Americans. So with that, you're going to make a P sign. So index and thumb together, and then your middle finger goes over, your fourth finger goes over your middle finger. Okay, that's a P sign. And so it's like you're painting your face, but someone also said it could look like piercings, because they had piercings like from their nose to their ear. So you can just do it from your lip to your eye, like face painting for early Native Americans. Then you have Israel divides. So Israel is an I sign. So the 3 middle fingers are down, the thumbs over, the pinkies up. Israel, and then divides to show division. Your right hand is coming over your left. Okay, so my pinky is hitting my index finger. Divides into 2 kingdoms. Homer and Hesiod, this is an H. So you're gonna hold it this way. Homer and Hesiod, Rome founded. So just make an A sign over an S, an arc. So this signifies founded. Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. So these are both R's, the R sign from, rivers before. And then you have Israel falls to Assyria. Remember, Assyria is that bow and arrow. Assyria falls to Babylon, our L sign, like the law. And then Lao Tzu, Confucius, and Buddha were all philosophers. And so we're going to make the P sign, which looks like the K that I had so much trouble with. So that's a K. This is a P. So it's the same fingers. Now we're down. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. One more time. Early Native Americans. Israel divides into 2 kingdoms. This is how you make a 2. I want to do this so badly, and a lot of people do that, but you're supposed to have the back of your hand towards the person for 2 or 3. 2 kingdoms. Rome founded by Romulus and Remus. Israel falls to Assyria. Assyria falls to Babylon. Lao Tzu, Confucius, Buddha. Good luck. This experiment is called On the Move, and it is to determine why planets continue to move. So you'll need a cake pan, a pencil to trace out this construction paper circle, which I've already done for you. So you're going to place the construction paper inside the pie pan, and you're going to take a marble and you're going to roll it in the pan just to see like maybe how many revolutions it does, how long it's spinning for. So here I put it in and I flicked it, and you can see how many revolutions it makes. And then you're going to take the construction paper out and do it and see what happens. So you'll see that the marble moves a little bit more freely and it rolls farther and faster without the paper lining. So why is this happening? Inertia is the resistance that all objects have to any change in motion. Inertia causes stationary objects to remain at rest and moving objects to continue to move in a straight line unless some force acts on them. The marble stopped moving more quickly in the paper-lined pan because of friction. When the friction between the pan and the marble was reduced, the marble rolled for a longer time. The planets continue to move around the sun because their movement through space is not restricted by friction. This experiment is called SPEEDY, and it's to determine the effective distance on the orbiting speed of planets. So you're going to need a washer and a yard of string. So the first time you're going to hold it at the end of the string, and then you're going to swing it in a circular path, the slowest speed you can in order to keep it spinning. Okay, and then you're going to try it again, and now you're going to hold the string in the center. So you'll fold it in half, find the center, and then you're going to swing it again. And then you'll just observe how fast you have to rotate it in order to keep it in a circular pattern. Okay, and then you're going to hold the string at about 10 inches from where the washer is, and you're going to spin it again. And again, spinning it as long as you can keep it in that circular motion. So, what is happening? As the length of the string decreases, the washer must be spun around more times in order to keep the string taut. Why? The washer seems to move sluggishly around in its circular path when attached to a long string, while on a shorter string, it zips around much more quickly. This is also true about planets, which differ in their distance from the sun. As the planet's distance from the sun increases, the pull toward the sun, called gravity, which is the force that pulls celestial bodies toward each other, decreases. With less pull toward the sun, the orbiting speed of the planet decreases. Mercury, the closest planet to the sun, has the fastest orbiting speed, and Pluto, the furthermost planet, has the slowest orbiting speed. Twirling the washer on the string is not a true simulation of how planets move around the sun, because planets are not attached to the sun by a cord and do not move in a circular path. Hi friends! Look at this picture. This is done by my daughter. What do you see? What shapes do you see? Is it a flower? Is it water spouting up? Is it fire? Is it mountain with a volcano? How does it make you feel? Do you feel free, filled with wonder, wondering what it could be? Or do you feel a little bit uneasy because you can't figure out what it is? This is an example of abstract art. It is a kind of art that doesn't attempt a recognizable reality, but instead will use shapes or colors or forms and textures to achieve an effect. Sometimes it will achieve a slight effect, but not always. Here are some examples of other types of art. And let's go over them. Which one is abstract? Is this first one abstract? Do you see anything that makes you feel like it's recognizable? Not really. So yes, this would be abstract art. And remember our oils, we can see all sorts of representations of those. We see circles, we see colored in dots, we see angled lines, and we see squiggly lines or curved lines. Here's another example right here. Is that abstract art? Yes, there are shapes there. Although it is attempting a little bit of a reality, it looks like maybe men playing music, but you've got so many shapes there to create that, that would still be considered abstract. Is this an abstract piece of art? No, because we can see that there are people there. Looks like a farmer and his wife. Is this an abstract art? Yes. We can't determine what that is. It just looks like squares that are colored in. And there's our shapes. Is this abstract art? No, because we can tell that it looks like there's people there dancing. Is this abstract art? No, again, because we see people and dogs and a whole scene. So abstract art is really beautiful, fun to do, calming to the mind. You get to experience that in your own way when you start drawing. And remember that God is not a God of disorder, but of peace, as in all the meetings of God's holy people. So some things in abstract art are going to seem random, but with God, things are not random. They are always at peace, and there's never any disorder. So just remember that. Have fun drawing.